Well, switching gears now, he headed the Prince George's department that regulates environmental laws and initiatives under the Baker administration. Now, as he steps down to let a new administration take over, Adam Ortiz discusses how his role as director has changed the Department of the Environment. And we have had you here many times. It's kind of sad to say that you're going to be leaving us here. But why don't we start off by just telling us a little bit about what your new career here is?
Yeah, thank you, Patty. First, I want to say thanks to you and CTV. You've been such a great champion of the work that we've done and helping us educate residents on the important environmental issues that we face. I came in with the Baker administration, and it was a tough decision, but I decided to take a position at Montgomery County heading their Department of Environmental Protection. It was a tough call. But at the end of the day, I felt that we set out and met the challenges that we intended to. The county is in a strong place environmentally. The department is strong. We have great leadership. And I'm very confident in the county executive also, Brooks, in carrying forward that mission. So it was time to grow and time to let go and let somebody else take it forward from here. Well,
let's talk a little bit about some of those accomplishments. In terms of recycling, #1 in the state?
Yep, in recycling and waste diversion, which also includes composting and other taking other material away from the landfill. And we started off, and I got to give a lot of credit to County Executive Baker. Back in when he started in 2010, he wanted a dedicated environmental department to put Prince George's on the map as a leader, and we had a lot of support from him. We had a lot of support from the community, and the staff stepped up, and we went from 11th to #1 in a short period of time.
You're somebody who kind of preaches, actually acts out what they preach. And so I know that I've known you since the time you were Edmonston mayor. Actually, before that, this was some floods that brought you into the whole political arena here. Tell us a little bit about how you've worked your way through Prince George's politics and all of this.
Yeah, thank you, Patty. Early on, I got involved in the Kerry Edwards presidential campaign many presidential cycles ago as a volunteer. But I had been involved in my community in Edmonston as well. And in 2005, I was elected mayor of the small town, on the western side of the county. And right away, we suffered from a lot of flooding. And as you know, you were there with me. What we learned is that the flooding didn't come from the Anacostia River. The flooding came from all the uncontrolled runoff in the region. So me and the town got a crash course in the importance of just being sustainable in everything that we do. And I've been here many times, and on the social media, they've heard us say many times that we all have to practice what we preach, because the little actions that we all take every day, how we purchase things, how we drive around, how we get from one place to another, and whether we decide to recycle that aluminum can or not, that all adds up, that all makes a difference. So I was pleased to serve as mayor for 6 years, and then Mr. Baker asked me to come on to his team. First, to head the county stat office to make sure that our government was operating optimally, but then he asked me to take over the environmental department, which was an honor.
Now, you've done something that was kind of unique to some of the municipalities around the region, which was these litter traps. Tell us what those are about.
Yeah, well, one of the, I think, most pressing environmental issues that we face is litter. There's too much, and we have to clean it up, not just because it's the law, and so we're required by the federal government to pick up almost 200,000 pounds of litter every year, but it also really has to be a reflection of the pride that we have in our neighborhoods. So the department had been launching, and it's being carried on in the also Brooks administration, a really aggressive litter reduction effort. So that includes trash traps and streams to capture the floatable material that's there. Big belly trash and recycling compactors are being rolled out throughout the county. And also Litter Track, which is an app by which we're able to track all the litter in the county and whether it gets picked up, to just make sure that we're making sure the county is clean and green.
All right, I'm sorry we're out of time, but we do want to say that as you move over, that we hope we have you back when you're doing some of those bi-county issues. It's clearly environmental issues can cross borders sometimes, no?
It's all connected, and Montgomery
yeah.
is upstream and upwind from Prince George's, so I'll still be looking out for our county here.
All right, thank you so much for your time here, and we appreciate you talking with us today.
Thank you very much, Patty.